fantastic. So if you don't recognize me, my name's Danny. Wini. Shaved my beard. That's all what happened. So apologies to Ray. I already have stubble, so yeah, it sucks for you. I got here basically making fun of my Arab roots and making fun of my family. Rightfully so. They are batshit crazy. I talked a lot about my mother, and she loved that. It's just one thing after another. But you know, I think it's time to kind of talk about some different things. You know, I can hear her reaction now. You know, Danny, you're not going to talk about me again. So let's be clear, she loved that shit. Even though I was making fun of her, she was like, I was the star of the show. She always does that. It's a weird little pampering thing that she does. It's like, Mom, maybe I want to talk about some other things. Maybe I want to talk about Dad for once. I don't know. That other house, right? I respect the shit out of my dad, alright? He came to this country, he had nothing but a unibrow and a dream. Came to San Francisco, he had this, you know, hey man, my name is Julian, how are Wini? I need a job, man. That was the only English he knew, pretty sure. He very quickly had to learn then how to spell Halloween in English. Yeah. And he very quickly had to learn how to explain that Halloween is not a Hawaiian last name. So those are 3 things he had to learn pretty quick on the fly there. But, you know, like I said, I respect the hell out of him. He taught me a lot of wonderful lessons, right? Now, one thing is, he mentioned finances were very big with my father, right? He'll always tell me this, because it's, man, now is the time. You need to control your spending, man. Tighten that fist. And you know, that's fine, Dad. That's good advice. You know, I've had a bunch of oddball jobs, just collecting a paycheck. I found that there's one constant, working whatever job I've worked, and that is annoying Indian customers. I can't describe it. I don't know what it is. I used to work at the In-N-Out down the street here. My keychain will not, that'll tell. That's a true story there. And I shit you not, every single Indian person that would come up and look at the menu as if they were looking at their options. We'd say, veggie burger, please, with no meat. Okay, veggie burger doesn't come with meat. Would you like onions on that, sir? Yes, on onions, but please, no meat. I'm like, yeah, because I'm a fucking idiot and I already forgot what you want. Yeah, I have a big boy job now, and that's nice. I sell, or I help sell, I guess you could say, video conferencing endpoints, and we still have annoying Indian customers. It's fucking crazy. They'll come in and, you know, they'll kind of look at some of the video conferencing stuff and they say, you know, I just don't see where we would use this video conferencing. So you used a W in your sentence, and you used a V in your sentence, and yet you still swapped them. That doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. Sort your shit out and speak some proper English. It seems pretty straightforward. I love my job though, although I work with a bunch of women and they're all crazy. Half of them are pregnant, and that's a true story. And you know, they always sit there and they talk about needing to get their hair done, and they need to get their nails done. And I think to myself, go ahead, get your freaking nails done. What's the problem here? The problem, I guess, is that those Vietnamese nail people judge the shit out of you. Especially if you're, you know, cute white girl, whatever it is, you know, they'll bring you down any way they can. Oh, sweetie, your nails, they look so bad. You need so much work on them. That's why I'm here, thanks. Okay, I do whatever I can do for you to make you look good for the boy, but it's gonna take a lot of work. Damn, that's fucked up. Like, I don't want to go to that shit either, you know? I don't know, whatever. I think it's one thing to learn to be nice to people, you know? Another lesson that my father taught. Be nice. Take a good first impression, right? That shit almost backfired on me one time, though. I met a nice young lady one time, and I, you know, was over at her house, met her parents. Here I am thinking in the back of my head, Dad would want me to make a good first impression. Well, you know, we go out, I meet the parents, oh, fabulous daughter. We go and have a nightcap and have a good time. We end up going back to her place, and things got physical. And we were there, and we were having sex. That's physicality there. And all of a sudden, I hear the door start to open. Oh, let's fucking panic. Oh my gosh, shit. She gets under the covers. I can't find where she tucked in her sheets, and I can't get under the covers. So I find a pillow, thankfully, pillow over my junk. And this is the only clothing that I'm wearing in front of her mother that is now walking into the room. Good first impression. She comes in and she looks, and there's a bra and panties at the foot of the bed. Her sweet little daughter in this little bed. And there's a hairy naked guy with a pillow over his junk. And she's like, well, I impression. I'm like, nice to meet you. Not a good time for that. Needless to say, she was not thrilled about that at all. She was pretty unhappy, actually. So bad first impressions. I realized maybe I needed to mix it up a little bit there, not do that. I needed to respect maybe a little more, respect the daughter, and not take her to bed like that. Again, another lesson from my father is to respect people. He shows that as well. He respects the shit out of my mom, right? 30 plus years of marriage, so that's good. Good job. Yeah, he actually respects her so much he did the unthinkable. He joined Facebook, and he actually just wanted to be friends with her, see what all the hubbub was about. And that's great. But it's funny because now he's actually the #1 culprit. He's on that shit all the time. You walk home, and he's sitting there, and he's just like that picture. This looks great, Habibi. Whatever. But family is very funny. I'm sure my dad would like to go back to the world of where Facebook didn't exist. Man, when we didn't even have electricity, man, it was great. I don't know about that, but he always talked about like the music he would listen to, and my mom would say the same thing. She's like, Danny, when I was young, I was always the one that my mom asked, what the words to the song were? I'm like, Mom, the words to the Arabic song, there is one word, and it's just a guy moaning for like 8 minutes. And there's one dance move to it, and it's literally just snapping your fingers and wiggling your hips, and just going, It doesn't take a lot to know the fucking words to that song. I see the red light on there, so I'm gonna get the hell off the stage, but thank you very much, you guys were fantastic.